Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Under Lab Management today, we are going to present to you the topic of ethics and improper laboratory practice. Okay, this is our name list and our metric numbers. As you can see, we have 6 members that will be presenting this topic. Okay, first of all, what is ethics? Based on Merriam-Webster's online dictionary, which can be defined as the discipline dealing with what is good and what is bad, and with moral duty and obligation. Or, in other words, a set of moral principles, a guiding philosophy, a system of moral values. Okay. Why be ethical? This is the first one is your personal reputation and the reputation of your organization depends upon it. Your attitude brings the image of your organization that you're carrying. Okay, second, acting ethically can enrich your work life as well as your home life. And then, number 3, the penalties for misconduct for you and your organization can be substantial. Okay, next, what is data integrity? Okay. Data integrity refers to the accuracy and consistency of data over its life cycle. Compromised data, after all, is of little use to enterprises, not to mention the dangers presented by sensitive data loss. For this reason, maintaining data integrity is a core focus of many enterprises' security solutions. Next, what is fraud? We have multiple definitions of fraud regarding to lab management. Okay. First, the intentional misrepresentation of lab data to hide known or potential problems. Okay. In other words, we can say that fraud is the intentional recording or reporting incorrect information. And we can say that unintentional gross deviation from method-specified analytical practices combined with the intent to conceal the deviation.
I am going to talk about bad lab techniques. So there are quite numbers of techniques we use in laboratory. However, I am going to talk about only 4 of them. First is sterilization. Overloading sterilizer may cause prolonged time to reach sterilization conditions, hence prevent thorough contact of sterilizing engine with all items. Next is jet electrophoresis. So fluctuations in voltage may cause unsteady migrations of DNA fragments, thus error in reading bands will occur. Moreover, continuous usage of antibiotics in cell culture may lead to appearance of antibiotic-resistant strain. Lastly is microscopy technique where improper perforating may cause eye strain.
Let's get into improper staff behavior. For example, staffs don't wear appropriate PPE while conducting their experiments. Now we also have leadership issues where the upper level management fails to motivate staffs and to promote safety culture. Next, we're going to explore some of the causes. The most common one, we have stress. When stressed, we tend to neglect even the most basic principles that we usually do. The next cause can be due to lack of experience, which can happen regardless of age. And lastly, we also have the staff's own perception towards safety culture, whether they personally take safety as something serious or not. Finally, we'll discuss some of the solutions management levels can work to induce teamwork and motivate the staffs, and also making sure that the staffs understand patient confidentiality and respect for other staff members.
Hello everyone, for this section, I'm going to talk about bag sampling. So with me today, I bring out empty bottle. So literally, everywhere in the world, including me, myself, what we do with the empty bottle, we will just throwing away right into the bin. For some laboratory, our garbage is like treasure for them. For instance, a certain lab is on a mission to administer a drug. In order to cut the cost, they reuse the bottle for sample collection. The possibility for the sample to be contaminated is high. For in result, we only jeopardize human health. So, be sure to apply a good sampling practice by using a right containment.
So for poor lab cleanliness, there are many of it. So it also includes spillage of liquids and biohazard being left on benchtop, cluttering worktop and desks, messy and unorganized storage of equipment not following the labels, unclean shelves, fridges or freezer and also cabinets, lack maintenance of air conditioning and also its filter, and lastly improper cleaning of equipment such as test tubes and boiling tubes. So the ways to maintain hygienic laboratories are calibrating equipment regularly, clean the worktops and desks throughout the day, including eliminating the clutter, airing out fridge and freezer, from overtime laboratory samples by disposing all and irrelevant samples, clean all shelves, fridges or freezer, bottles and even cabinets, And lastly, ensuring important samples are properly labeled and stored in the correct places.
Lab reporting is important for future reference. Some examples of bad lab reporting are having result that does not match the final report, not documenting the work, no signature on the report, and skipping critical steps in the method. Before we start collecting data, we need to have adequate number of well-trained staffs, appropriate equipment, prepared with planning records, and also complete instructions. All the data generated during the conduct of a study should be identified and recorded directly, promptly, accurately, legibly, and indelibly by the person entering the data and be signed or initialed and dated. Any changes should be made so that the previous entry is not obscured and, if necessary, should indicate the reasons for corrections. Such changes should be accompanied by date and signature of the person making the change.